Alright everybody, so I am driving up to San Antonio right now for the Alamo GT. Feeling really good, and so doing some highway driving, so I can, it's basically an open road, and all I gotta do is just not get hit by roadkill, and things are going to be okay. So I figured I'd do a bearded style, car thoughts thing that's going to be kind of rambly. But I'm going to be talking about the Alamo GT, my thoughts about the format and the factions, and what I'm going to expect to face up against, and how I'm going to make some minor predictions on what's going to happen here. If you don't know, the Alamo GT is a modified kill team stream packet. It is a 200 points, no commanders game. Glass Half Dead has a wonderful video, came out about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, talking about points levels. And so the 200 points no commanders format is a format that is very unique. There's a lot of factions that get a lot of things. I'm bringing my Astartes, my Salsamanders. I think they're going to be great in this format. There's a lot of other factions that get a lot out of them, but there's some that don't. So, and it does kind of feel like a blank check, right? Like 200 points, no commanders. It feels like I can bring everything. You do run into roster space issues, so like a lot of the bigger teams I think are definitely going to have that issue. But, we can see what's going to happen here with this. And so, yeah, another thing about the format is that only the leader can capture the center objective. So that's interesting. So it encourages bringing big leaders. Every flamer weapon is 12 inches now. Not just the flamers, but every flamer, including the Kami Scorches, the Plague Spewers, things like that. So, that's a big change too. So we have all those different formats. And on two of the missions, your ranges are cut by half. So there's that too. So there's a lot of little peccadillos, however you say that one, that make this an interesting one. But let's talk about this. So let's talk about the factions and kind of my predictions about what people would do with them if they brought them, and we'll see where we're going here. So I am bringing my Adeptus Astartes, and so happens that's top of the list alphabetically, so that's going to help us out. Astartes are going to be really strong in this. I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. I'm able to bring the 3 blade guards and 3 heavy intercessors, and I still have like 30 points to play around with. I'm actually bringing a Terminator Sergeant I'm thinking I'm going to bring him for most of the games. He is survivable, and he can capture a point. If he gets onto that point, almost nothing else is going to be able to take him down, except for other Astartes or maybe Custodes, right? So we'll see what's going to happen with that. And maybe Orcs. But leader versus leader, no. He's capturing that objective against anything but other power-armored factions. And, yeah, probably even of the heretics, the only one that I really have to worry about is probably Death Guard. And so, but other Custodes, other Space Marines, I think those are the ones that I gotta mess with to stop it. Now, Now they can outbody me. Demons would give me an issue there. Orcs could take me down, but I don't think I'm going to see the leaders, try to contest that center objective. So there's that. I was thinking Iron Hands originally, but in the practice games I was playing in this meta, it looks like they're people can bring at 200 points. People can bring a lot of models. And at the 1 hour time limit, it's not going to be great. It's not going to be great to get done with these missions. So I do think the Iron Hands would have survived all 4 rounds, but I'm only going 2 rounds, and the Salamanders are durable enough for that. The reason why I'm also taking Salamanders over like Black Templars or Space Wolves, I don't think I'd go Blood Angels in this packet, just because I can bring all the killy guys that have the high power weapons. So the +1 to wound is probably not going to help me as much. Whereas the +1 to hit when I'm bringing like Power Fists and Thunder Hammers would probably help me out more statistically. But the reason why I'm bringing the Salamanders is because of the secondaries I'm thinking of taking things like lead from the front. So with lead from the front, I'm almost always going to be there. So I need that CP for that. And if I can save that, and if I can save it up for 3 CP, if I can bank 3 CP a turn, for 1 turn rather, and get that, do that decisive strike and lead from the front in case I get charged or something like that, that would be great. That'll really help me out. Also, against demons and things like that, I want to be able to kill every round, right? So that we're talking, so I need to have those hit and wound rerolls. So I think that's why Salamanders feel the best for me. I'm interested to see if we're going to see some Black Templars. That could definitely do some stuff. White Scars are a counter to the Tau drone spam, and that's a big one that I'm afraid of. But I don't know if anybody's going to have like 14 drones painted up for this one. We'll see. I could be wrong, right? So yeah, but that's my game plan is to stack a bunch of killing secondaries and go in there and try to get at least try to get 6 points of secondaries by turn 2. If I can do that, I feel pretty confident in my abilities here. We'll see what happens. So that's the Adeptus Astartes. Like I said, I'm afraid of Space Wolves, but I think with my CP savings, I can save that for Battle Brothers and other things, so that I should be able to keep my leader and my choice units alive for long enough to score those things. So we'll see what happens. Astra Militarum. Astra Militarum at 200 points, they can bring everything, right? So they can bring the Blackstone Guard and the Plasma Spam, and I think they can still squeeze in an Ogren, or a Bullgrin rather. Bullgrin Leader might be a good choice here. That might be interesting to see, because they can get in there, and yeah, that might be something. Bullgrin Leader, getting in there. Yeah, that might be interesting. So, a Katachan, Sergeant with the Power Sword, because it's also a +1 Power Sword. You know what? They might not even need Katachan for this actually. They might go something different. So, yeah, that's interesting. afraid of plasma spam though, because the Scion gunner is about the only one that's going to be accurate enough. But if I'm doing my positioning right and being taken out on a 5 and 6 only, I'm bringing a lot of 3-wound models. I'm bringing the heavy intercessors and the blade guard veterans and the terminators. And so I think, based on their shooting, I'm not as afraid of that. So if it's plasma spam, I'm not too plussed about it. Melt is, again, they're too variable, so we'll see what happens, right? But we'll see what happens with that. So yeah, Astra Militarum, I'm interested to see if somebody brings him. Clay might bring him, and he might bring the Catachan Guard, so we'll see what's going to happen with that. So I'm curious. I'm kind of curious to see where that's going to go, but we'll see. So that's Astra Militarum. AdMech, plasma spam, like I said. AdMech does have the ability to shoot better. So that is a little bit troubling. But again, I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. Their priests, they might be able to do it. They might be able to do it. The Voltiggeist fields, the mortal wounds, they're going to be dropping a bunch of mortal wounds, so that's going to be dicey. So that might be something to see. This might be something where I might see like Ryza actually, and then you bring a bunch of priests and stuff. So let's see about that one. And then they can still bring the plasma spam. Still, I think it's 60 points of plasma spam. I think they're 15 points for their gunners. I forget, 12 points. So then bring a bunch of priests. Yeah, they could do it. We'll see what's going to go on with that one. But the storm shields I'm bringing, and then the heavy intercessors, I think they're going to be durable enough for that. We'll see. Like I said, because of the amount of time, I think I only have to survive like one round of shooting, and the blade guard and the heavy intercessors, I think, can make it through one. They can deal with one volley of AdMech. So we'll see. So that's AdMech. So that's A's done. B's. Don't think there's any B factions. C, Custodes. Like I said, that's going to be something interesting. The three Custodes list, or I'm sorry, 6 Custodes might see that. But talking with Utsicle, I'm thinking I'm going to see 4 Custodian Guard and a Lolaris, because that sounds like it's a lot more dangerous at that, and make him a demo spec for that grenade launcher thing he's got. It's got AP. That's gonna shoot through my heavy intercessors. And so yeah, I think that one is going to be the one to watch out for. And so I just gotta hope I'm bringing my plasma pistoleros, see if they can do that, and if not, my blade guard can get into melee, and then it's a dice off. I am gonna bring the heavy intercessors for Battle Brothers too. So if I can get them into combat, and then keep my intercessors outside of combat but within 2 for Battle Brothers, I think I'm gonna be okay. But we'll have to see. Or is it 3 for Battle Brothers? I'll have to look that up. Yeah, and so that's going to be playing with positioning, which is going to be interesting because I haven't been doing in-person play for a while, so my spatial awareness is going to be interesting here. So I've got to be sure that my spatial awareness is got a lot of flamers on the list. Bringing the Terminator with heavy flamer, bringing a double combi flamer, Vet Sergeant. So that's going to be something that's going to be interesting. Because I did a test game with Clay, and that's the one that told me don't bring iron hands. We're going to go 2, maybe 3 rounds, right? And so but I was able to rack up a lot of kills. I think, especially if I go second, I think I like what's going to happen there. So we'll see what's going to happen. Got a lot of flamers everywhere, so we'll see if I can pop those pinks early on with some shooting. I think I'm okay. And then the bloodletters I'm not too worried about. Like I said, 3 wounds that'll survive the bloodletters. So yeah, I think the pinks, I think I can get those killing secondaries if I do it right. I'm not going to be holding more, but I can definitely kill more. Yeah, so I think I'm okay with that one. But yeah, 18. I think it's like what, 14. Let's see. I think it was 16. I think it was 16 pink horrors is what you can bring at 200. That's what Clay brought. And at 16 of them, man, that's a lot. So we're gonna have to see what's gonna happen with that. That's Chaos Demons. D, Death Guard. If there's any Death Guard players, I'm expecting to see some Blight Lords, maybe even a Death Shroud. A Death Shroud leader would be something interesting to see coming into the center. Because he's got the Plague Spewers, that's going to be, and the Man Reaper. That's something that can go toe-to-toe with my Terminator. So that's why I said I wanted to bring Salamanders, is because of the ability to save that CP for that decisive strike, so that I can do that and still afford those wound rerolls. So, we'll see what's going to happen there. And so I think I needed that CP for that. So we'll see how that works out for me. I think I'll be okay, but you never know. But yeah, that I hope they bring Poxwalker Smith, right? The flails are still scary, but again, Decisive Strike, Battle Brothers, Death Denied. I think I'm gonna be okay with that. Yeah, that one seems like it's gonna be okay. And I've got the models that I can throw away into his flails as well. I can throw a stock heavy intercessor into the flail, and then see what happens there, and let that one be out of position so I can go next turn. So that's going to be okay. Death Guard, Elicidian Star Striders, I have no idea. If somebody's got 200 points of Elicidian Star Striders, that many Voidsmen, and they bring them, hell yes. Go for it, man. I've never seen Elicidian Star Striders on the table. I've never played against them. So, they could be my one thing that's gonna be there, right? That's gonna completely blind slightly. So yeah. Oh, Eldari. Yeah, I forgot about Eldari. Going back. Lots of Banshees maybe, but Eldari are the big losers at 200 points. Yes, they can bring Wraiths. You know what? Maybe the one with the Force Shield. That might be interesting to see. I'm not afraid of the Banshees. Not really. Not with the storm shields. Not with the new stuff. I think I'm okay with the Banshees again. Decisive striking. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Yeah, the Eldari don't have a lot of things that are gonna scare me to kill me, and so long as I can get in on them, I can kill. So long as I can get in, I can kill them. And I think I've got enough models to get in, right? So that's gonna be. I think I just need to get like 2 kills a turn, and then I'll be fine. So I think Eldari I'm not too worried about. Drukhari, rack spam. That's gonna be an interesting one. Rack spam and grotesques. And then still with the mandrakes to get the positionals, they might be able to do some interesting things. And so long as if they're scoring all their positionals and they can get a leader on the center and just zone me out, they will probably be outscoring me. But I don't know that I can't kill them fast enough. I think I can kill them fast enough. They're T3, 4 up invuln, okay. But, I'm going to be, my Blade Guard have 3 attacks. My Intercessors have 2 attacks. They get the 6 up, feel no pain. But, yeah, I don't fear from their models. Not to any extent. I just need to take out the Clavex and if I take out the Clavex and I take out the Akathis, I think I'll be fine. The Mandrakes, I'm not that afraid of the Mandrakes. I've got enough attacks to get through everything, I think, to kill 2 around, and I don't think they can kill 2. So long as they can't kill 2 of my guys around, and I can kill 2 of their guys around, I think I'm okay. Guys or ladies. Yeah, because witches, no, nothing to fear from witches, unless they roll the combat drugs that would, and then, but yeah, that's like a 1 in 6 chance that they're going to get the +1 strength, so that they're up to strength 5. Then that might be something, right? But that's like a 1 in 6 chance that they're going to get that combat drug. So not too terribly worried about that. So Drukhari, Eldari, Lucidian Striders, F, G, Gellerpox. Nah, it's only the Hulks, the Nightmare Hulks that I have to worry about, and they're only doing 2 damage, hitting on 4s, decisive strikes on my part. No, I'll bring the flamer weapons like I would bring against the demons for their bugs. I think I'm okay. I just need to kill two around, and I don't think they can get through my invulns and my saves. So I think I'm okay. Let's see. So that's Gellerpox. H, Harlequins. I'm kind of afraid of Harlequins because they have enough to get through, and they have the 4 up invulns. So Harlequins are going to be the one that's going to scare me, because they're piranha swarms, right? They can kill 2 of my guys a turn. So I got to be careful with my positioning on them. I got to keep my guys in a fist, I think. And that's what I've noticed about Astartes, is that if I can, keep all my guys kind of within Battle Brothers range of everybody, basically, I'm gonna be okay to where they can't really charge too many into my guys. I should be okay. We'll see how that does. So there's that one. we'll see about the Harlequins. That's going to be, I think that's going to be initiative dependent. Whoever wins initiative, I think we're going to see on that part. So it's Harlequins. Heretic Astartes. Berserker spam, they might be able to do it because the chain sword, an axe, and the 2 attacks, they can get through my invulns. I saw this. I saw this when they still had the 4. When I had the 3-up invulns. But against the 4-up invulns, yeah, they should be able to get through it with the chain axe. And all of the, but I think I can kill them as well. But man, poor Heretic Astartes. They don't benefit from the 200 points. I don't think I'm going to see the Terminators. I might, the Terminator capping the Terminator leader, and somebody doing what I'm doing and doing the lead from the front secondaries. And again, 2 rounds, bringing a bunch of cultists as well to tie me up. Yeah, I mean, we can see. We can definitely see. But I don't see it. The Gene Stealer cult. I forgot Gene Stealer cult. Because the rock weapons, right? I gotta save up for Decisive Strike, but they could get all 4. If they can get all 4 on there, that's gonna be interesting. So that plus they can bring the gunners. I wonder if I'll see Aberrants, right? That's gonna be an interesting one. So yeah, we'll see what we see with Gene Stealer cult. Because that's for those, they get the 12-inch hand flamers too. Not that I'm too worried about that, but still, as, D6, 12-inch hand flamers, that can peel some wounds off. And that's all the difference. If they peel 1 wound off, 2 wounds off my Marines, that makes a big difference. When it comes to close combat, because they only need to get 1 through, and that's where that happens. Heretics, Harlequins. I'm gonna try to edit that out. I doubt it. I don't think I can edit from the phone. So that's Harlequins, Heretics, Gene Stealers. I have no idea if Gene Stealers gain a lot from going up to 200 or not. I have no idea if they're really tight for their roster space or not. I'll see the mining lasers and things like that, I'm sure. And they can do that tactic. But would they use that tactic? No, they'd be saving up for Decisive Strike as well. So I doubt I'm going to see that. So yeah, I think that's going to be, Gene Stealers, same thing. Harlequins, Heretics, no I faction. J, no J faction. K, Fruit. I haven't played against the Kill Team Stream faction. I don't know that they get enough at 200 to do much. I don't think that because they're gonna die, right? If I get in, they die. I just have the volume of attacks to, even if they have I think one of them gets like an invuln or a feel no pain, but it's like a 5 or 6 up. I can take care of that. So yeah, I think that's gonna be Kurt. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about Kurt. JKL. No L factions that I can think of. M. No. O. Necrons. Flayed One Spam sounds real, but I can definitely kill them. The Lich Guard, I think my Inbones are going to be enough to keep my Blade Guard alive. So I think I'd be okay. I think I can kill theirs faster than they can kill mine. The reanimation protocol, we'll see. But I just have to kill. Like I said, I gotta screen out at least one of my objectives, hold it, and then kill at least 2 of theirs per turn. Right. Hopefully get to the center, get my leader on the center, so that way I'm holding that one. Lead from the front, bounty hunters, cut apart, and that's kill more. So that's 5 points, and they'll get 1 for holding, 1 for lead, 1 for cut apart, 1 for bounty hunters. That's 5, yeah. So I'll be at 10. I think I'll be okay. 10 by turn 2, turn 3. I think, and then 14 by turn. Let's say like 14 by turn 3. I think I'm okay. I want to be at like 13 points by turn 3. So I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I think Necrons, I think I can deal with Necrons. Orcs. Death Skulls Orcs. I was playing against Shane, and they can open. So I'm going to have to play a lot smarter with that one. If they bring a freebooter, the captain, that guy can deal with my heavy intercessors easily, and he can take out my blade guard. He can get him an injury. So I am going to need to make sure that I keep everybody behind cover. I haven't been playing in person in a while. I haven't been playing on open boards in a while. I've been playing too much in arena, so I'm not as cognizant of my terrain as much. So I need to make sure that I keep people out of the open, and go and make sure that I have that 5 up to kill. And I think that's going to be okay. The combi scorches are devastating. So I got to get in. I doubt they're going to bring a leader that can deal with my Terminator one-on-one. But, they can rush a bunch of knobs onto them. And I need to make sure that I save for decisive strike, right? If I can save for decisive strike, I think I'll be okay. So that's and the Battle Brothers and things like that. So we'll see how that one's going to go. That's going to be another one where I don't know that I'm going to be able to outkill him, depending on what he brings. It's going to be heavily initiative dependent. So, and that's good. I think that's a good matchup there. That feels fair. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen with orcs. Let's see, because that's a faction that I think can do well, and that's not something that people wouldn't have. There's going to be 40K players at the tournament on Saturday, so they could conceivably have 6 knobs easily, and then a bunch of boys and a free Buddha and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. So orcs are one of the big matchups I'm a little bit afraid of. So that's orcs. Then, okay, so orc, Necrons, orcs, any other O's? Not that I can think of. Then we go to O, P, Q, R, S. Okay. Sisters, sisters are another one that doesn't really benefit from going up to 200. It's just more Arcos, right? That's all it is, which are scary, don't get me wrong. That number of arcoflagellants, yeah, that's gonna be rough to face off against all of that many. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough to deal with, not gonna lie. You know, that's gonna be a lot of them. So having to deal with that is an issue. But we'll see what we're gonna see. But who has that many Arcos is gonna be the question. I think, you know what, in all honesty, I would bring my flamer list against that. Yeah, just try to deny the kills, and then use decisives. Because if they get the flesh wound, they're gonna be hitting on what, 4s, 5s, right? They're hitting on 4s base, 5s. Yeah, I think I'd be okay with that. So I'll bring the flamers against them. Sisters of Silence. That's a lot of great swords. It's a lot of great swords, and I forget if they have a max. I don't think they have a max. So that's going to be an interesting one. The AP is going to be a lot, but I think the Storm Shields and the Blade Guards can do it. And so that'll be that. I think I should be okay on that part, against the Blade Guards. With the Blade Guards, rather. I think I can actually. Well, I've got 3 and the Terminator. That should be more than enough. And you know what? I could also they got power armor, so the flamers are not going to be the best choice for that. So okay, yeah, I think the Blade Guards are my choice on that one. And then so that's that. So that's sisters. Servants of the Abyss are going to be interesting because they, for this tournament, the Negavolt cultist restriction is taken off, and those guys seem killy. Those guys do seem killy. Flamers, I got to bring the flamer list against them, and see what happens with that, and see if I can't get in there. Yeah, the flamer list. I forget what their AP is, so we'll see what that's going to look like. But Chaos Ogren, almost definitely. So Chaos Ogren and a bunch of Negavolt cultists. The Rogue Psyker is going to also be interesting, but I'm not too afraid. Oh, Grey Knights! I forgot about Grey Knights. I don't think Grey Knights. They can bring the Paladins. And the Paladin leader can go toe-to-toe with my Terminator, but I think, because he's going to get the 4-up invuln, and I'm going to have the 4-up invuln, but I don't think they have enough attacks. If he brings brings the Warding Staff, yeah. it'll be interesting. I think I've got more survivability tricks than he does, so I think I'll be okay against Grey Knights. So, because I think I'll outbody him, and you know what? I might go position on that one. I might take like domination, and probably like in either engage on all fronts, or recon sweep. Get into his. I've got a jump pack guy. Get into his line, and then. Yeah, that might work, because he's not going to be able to kill me faster than I can kill him. We might trade, so that's going to be one where we might be trading models. But I think that'll be Grey Knights is doable. Servants, let's see, what else? Sisters, servants. No, Thousand Suns, Zangor spam might tie me up, but again, I think I can outkill, might be able to outkill him. The Gunners with the Guided by the Past and Future, that could probably take out some of my models, but I think I can deal with that. He might take out one, and I'll take out two, right? So, I think I'll be okay. That's the thing. That's the key, I think. I'm not bringing enough shooters to be able to outshoot somebody. But I do have enough melee guys. But if somebody can consistently kill me in the shooting phase and in the combat phase, that's going to be where things are going to be rough. And so that's where Death Guard does, get some things. And Orcs with their flash kit. So, yeah, he's, especially if he uses Broad Shield, I'm not going to be able to take that out. So, yeah, that's where you can pull ahead. So, yeah, I think those are the two that are going to be the hardest. So yeah, we'll see what's going to happen there. I do have flamer shooting, so I can shoot with flamers, but that's about it, right? Like that's what my shooting is my flamers. So yeah, we'll see what we can see. We'll see what we can see with that one. And then Thousand Suns, yeah, I think I can probably kill enough Zangors to get my 8 to 10. I think 8 to 10 by turn. 8 to 10 by turn 2, I should be okay. So that's Thousand Suns. Other T factions with other T factions? No, I don't think so. Is there anything else that I'm not thinking of? Okay, I got all the elves. So Imperium, got all the Imperium. Necrons, Orcs, Tau. Oh, Tau. Forgot about Tau. I didn't mention. I've been talking about them kind of, but not really. The crisis suits, they might bring enough, but again, I don't think crisis suits are, they are pretty killing. But if they bring enough crisis, they're not going to bring enough drones. And again, That's why I think the salamanders, because of their tactics, they're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to kill me fast enough if I have enough battle brothers and tactical rerolls and death denieds and things like that. That I can pass things off, and because they don't hit very well. They can do the multi-sensor spectrum sweep and the comms and the sniper tactic, but that's only on one. So they'll probably only be able to kill one of my guys per turn. And then I just let them kill that one, and then I kill at least 2 drones. And I think that should be okay. Because a kitted out suit, we're looking at like 45 points, let's say. So that's 90 points for two suits. That's still a lot of drones. And so I think I'll be okay. Like I said, I just got to kill more than they have killed. That's the bit that I got to make sure that I'm doing. They can probably lock me out. So there is that. And oh god, that's a interesting one. So I'm not stopping there. So that's that one. So the Tau, we'll see what they're gonna bring. Again, I don't know that people have enough drones. That's the other thing. Like, we'll see if any of the Tau players are, and maybe, because they're, this is the only format that they're good. They're good in kill team still, and so maybe all the 40k kill team players are just going to play kill team instead, until they get their next edition, and so they can enjoy that. So we can see that part, but we will see. So that's Tau. I think that's about it. I think that's as much as we're going to see, and we can go from there. Let's see what happens. See who shows up. Let's see how many people actually show up. Awesome.